Good evening, everyone. I hope everybody is doing well today. Today is Wednesday, March 9th, 2022. We have a great show lined up for you today. A bunch of things happening in the NFL. A bunch of things happening just in life in general. So we are ready to have these conversations. Talk to each and every one of you today. As you can see, we don't know if Jose will be coming today. Busy at work, but you know the boy Moti is in the building. He is here, ready to have a great show today. And to be honest with you, I'm ready to have another great show today too, Moti.
Yeah.
Welcome back, sir.
Let's do it. You know, at the end of the day, it was gonna be me and you only anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. But what's up, Moti? How was your week? Everything good, man?
Yeah, it's been a good week, man. I don't know about you, man, but the week goes by. These weeks go by kind of fast for me.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Days go by fast. Weeks are going by fast. I mean, we're already in mid March, kind of. We got NCAA madness beginning. You know, tournaments right now. And then next week will be the actual conference tournaments are right now. Next week will be the tournament. So we're gonna fill out a bracket.
Okay.
For people next week, Wednesday. That's definitely the plan. But this week, like I said, it's big NFL news. That's what we're going to be talking about. We got, first of all, Detroit sports, right? The Russell Wilson trade, Carson Wentz trade, Calvin Ridley's suspension. Aaron Rodgers said he is coming back. And then we're going to do a predict where they will go free agency. I only focus on skill position because we can talk about fantasy relevance as well for each player. So we'll get into all that. Again, this is episode 26 of the Fantasy Guyz Wednesday Edition. Before we do get into anything, I do want to give a shout out to the sponsors. First sponsor of today is Give to Gain. Give to Gain is a non-profit organization that sponsors orphans in Yemen. 100% of all their donations goes to the less fortunate. They appreciate everybody who donates because this could have not been done without all of you, is what the organizers were saying. So for those of you that are wondering why Yemen, it's the largest humanitarian crisis and aid operation. 5 million people are at risk of famine. 15 million people need water and sanitation support. So if you are looking to donate, it's Venmo at Give number 2 Gain. Their Zelle is 313-445-8638. And their Cash App is the money symbol Give number 2 Gain. So again, shout out to Give to Gain. Alright? So let's get this show on the road, Moti.
Yes, sir.
Let's get this show on the road. Let's start off with Detroit sports. Let's start off with the breaking news that just happened. I don't know, as you're walking in here, I don't know if you heard it or not, but the MLB postponed at least to April 14th. They broke this news about 20 minutes ago, so I guess they could not come to agreement. So as of right now, April 14th is at least postponed to April 14th. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, that is definitely breaking news because I'm keeping up with it, and probably an hour ago they were saying they're getting close. They're just debating over an international draft, having the international draft be included in the regular draft. Wow, that's crazy. To all the baseball fans out there that's expecting opening day to be the first week of April, so you backed up a couple. I think that once they agree, though, I think they got to push those games back, maybe towards the end, or maybe do like double headers just to make up, because I think the players want that 162 because they want to get paid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's going to be interesting how they do that. I mean, baseball's already a grueling schedule.
Big time.
So them having to do those double headers or back to backs. I mean, to be honest with you.
Is it though? Is it like you? We're former players. Is baseball a really
162 games, man? That's crazy.
No, I'm saying okay, on your body. Let's keep it real. Is baseball physically draining on your body?
No, it's not as much mentally. Baseball is definitely the sport that probably gets you more mentally because of the fact that you're not physically doing too much.
Yeah.
I just think that mentally that there's that, midsummer, you might get that little crash in the middle of the summer, and then, you probably turn back up like late August, September thing if you are a playoff team, playoff contender. But I mean, 162 games, when you say it like that,
no, these are professionals. I mean, we've been to summer camps, summer leagues, where we had double headers, we had games, tournaments where we have games every day. I mean, we never played 100 games. That's something we never did. But, and we weren't as physically able to like them. So it's different. I just think that baseball is the least physical sport as far as that,
Cal Trey, by the way, is in the building. Said True Best Show, a.k.a. Prime Time, Wednesday
Always in
night.
the building. Always in the building.
Cal Trey's a real one. Cal Trey's a real one.
Hey, by the way, Boom's back at Corner Cafe.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, he's back at Corner Cafe. So shout out to Boom. He had me try this new chicken sub they have. You know, I know Corner Cafe is not a paid sponsor, but we're going to plug them up.
Yeah, they are a Sunday show.
Oh, Sunday, okay,
yeah.
We're going to plug them up. But he got a new chicken sub. Slap.
I heard business is booming.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's what I heard. Shout out to Boom. I'm happy to see that. Now I have to go there soon just to see him. Just to see him how he's doing. So, I mean, that's really it for the Tigers, though, right? That's all we got for the Tigers.
Yeah.
Not much going on. Obviously, it's a lockout, so we got nothing much. This quote has been said, like, for the last 6 years, Miggy is in his best shape of his life. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, they always say that. I mean, he just say he want to play first base and he want to be a DH, all that. You know what? A very big news. They're talking about, and I think they already agreed upon.
DH, both sides?
No, taking away the shift.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It is kind of being annoying.
It's huge.
It's kind of getting a little too much.
Yeah.
But my question is, how do you limit it? So what if the second baseman wants to shift more towards this side? Like, is that still allowed?
No. See, I should have read more. But when they said eliminate the shift, I'm thinking no shift at all. But you're probably right. You know how they put the third baseman to right field?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, right? Like it took away a lot of hits from Miggy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or those other, you know what I'm saying, left-handers. So that part I like because I'm not gonna lie. When you watch baseball, you want to see offense. Let's keep it real.
Yeah.
You know, you want to see hits, you want to see home runs. So that was big. Another thing, Carlos Correa. It was announced today, which is probably, of course, the Tigers were out of the running for him. We already got Javier Baez.
Yeah.
Great
pickup.
Yeah, for sure. So we're out of the running for Correa, which I don't know where we're gonna play him. If we would have signed him.
Yeah.
You know, because Baez plays shortstop. So yeah, man, those two things I wanted to.
They said we're out of the running. They made that announcement.
Yeah. Like the owner came out and said we're not gonna go after Correa.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's definitely one that I would have been like, I mean, I don't see that happen. Plus, he's expensive.
Very expensive.
So that's for the Tigers. Let's go to the Pistons because then we can go to the Lions because pretty much we're gonna be talking NFL then the rest of the way. The Pistons, Moti, have been 5-2 since the All-Star break.
Yeah.
And I've actually not been tuning in. And low-key, man, we're an okay team.
Yeah.
We are an okay team. Like, we are a team that if the season started over again, this is the team that I thought we were going to be, like, debatable in the play-in kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I love it, though. Cade Cunningham, Sadaf told me a week ago, he just mentioned the odds, So... and I told him, bro, K's gonna finish number 1. I was like, if I was a betting man, and I do not bet, but if I was a betting man, I would have jumped on that because he was number 3 at the moment, and it was like 800-1 or 8. You know what I'm saying? 8-1 odds. So at the end of the day, dude, he's now at 2 today. I saw it today. NBA.com updated rookie rankings. They got him at 2, and the way he's playing, man, is everything that we wanted, bro.
Yeah.
Like, don't you agree?
Yeah, I mean, if we're playing this way back in December, then we'll be talking play-ins, right? But Cade Cunningham, he missed games. I think he's at 60 games right now. Around there, 50, 60 games.
Yeah.
Where everybody else is, more than him. But who cares, right? But as far as his play, I come on the show. I tell you guys, I watch all Detroit sports faithfully. I'm talking about. I've been watching the Pistons, so I seen this. So I'm watching this happen. I watched the 40 or 30-40 loss games that you sit there and you be like, damn, that's bad. And then you see the progression. You see the team coming together, learning how to play together. We mentioned Jeremy Grant, right? We're like, I don't know if Jeremy Grant fits. He's fitting. They're finding a way to work together. And at the end of the day, it's Cade Cunningham's team.
And they all know it. That's
that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's how they're playing together.
Yeah.
They all know Cade. Dude, what's crazy? Rookie. That's why I like Cade. End of the game. Yo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He get the ball.
Give me the ball.
He makes a decision.
100%. Give me the ball. He makes a clutch pass. He makes a clutch shot. Last game, 2 clutch free throws.
Yeah.
You know, so you could tell that he's born with that.
And he's getting better.
I like that.
And like you said, everybody knows their role.
Yeah.
You don't see nobody like not happy with what's going on. Like even Jeremy Grant, like dude, you were the man, and then all of a sudden this guy comes.
He's playing better too. He's scoring better, you know. So
efficiently too.
You know, another guy, Sadiq Bey. Last time he had like 9-10 points on the bench cheering. I like that.
Yeah.
Killing Hayes. Gonna be a rotation guy now. That's his role. Second unit. You know why? He likes the ball in his hand. So when Cade's resting, he can do his thing. He had 13.6 assists. You know, good.
Yeah.
Good game. What's my man from Sacramento? I'm going blank, man. Bagley. 19 points.
Yeah, Bagley had another good game.
Yo, my man. Like.
And by the way, the connection already with him and Cade.
100%. Him and Killian too. Like.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Bagley fits our team.
And it looked like he got energy.
100%.
In Sacramento, he was at the end of the bench,
100%.
didn't want to play.
Bro, guys that athletic, that tall, like,
especially in this NBA now.
We're short, so we gotta jump to get the shot up. These guys turn around, they next to the rim, dog.
Yeah, I saw a play that he had, like he was 10, 12 feet away. He hit somebody with the pump fake, took one step in, he took a layup, and like he was right by the rim.
Already there.
I was like, my goodness.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna take a floater or something. Like he could have dunked it if he wanted to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But yeah. You know, that's the Pistons. Anything else you want to mention? I'm not going to lie to you, though. I need them to start losing, Moti. Like, we got to be in the top 3, man.
We are in the top 3 right now.
I know we are, man. But we're trending.
We're winning. Yeah, we're trending. Yeah.
You know?
I mean, right now, I think Houston's at 16.
And we're all close.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as we're close, we still got a chance.
Yeah.
Because anything can happen.
Yeah.
But we need to finish top 3, Muhammad. Like, this will be a blessed season then if we, look good and finish top 3.
Top 5? Would you be okay with top 5?
I don't know who's 4 or 5. Like,
you know 3 players.
Oh man, dude, it's all the forwards, bro. To me,
well, my man's came. The GM, Weaver. He came out and said he got 8 players in his head.
Yeah, I mean, but I think 3 are bona fide
stars.
Yeah, man. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I think we.
Check.
Yeah, I think he's one of them for sure. Like, I think he's gonna be a bucket, Muhammad. Man, I think he's gonna be a bucket, bro. Like I don't know how he is. I heard he's leading Gonzaga. Like he made the most blocks in Gonzaga's history in a single season.
He's not Kristaps Porzingis.
I mean, first of all, I'll take Kristaps Porzingis. I'll tell you that right now. Like you're getting a safe player like that out of a draft, you're taking him. But in this draft, obviously, if you're in the top 3, you wouldn't want him to be Kristaps Porzingis. I don't think so, man. I think that he is better in the sense of a better scorer. I think that he's also a better defender, and I mean obviously he needs to bulk up though. To be in the NBA, you gotta bulk up.
Yeah.
But I think he's a bucket, man. I think he could come in here. But Chad's not number 1 to me. I told you Jabari Smith is number 1 to me from Auburn.
Jabari Smith, yeah.
I want him. Yeah. I want Jabari Smith for sure. So that's the Pistons talk, and now we like I said, we covered Detroit sports. So now let's go into the Lions. Another crazy week of rumors. We can talk about some of the players later on when we break down free agency, who they got us like rumored to get. But Mohamed, I'm gonna say this again now. Would you take Malik Willis at number 2?
Yo, man, it's funny you said that, and I wish Hassan was here too, because I was looking forward to this topic. I do have a new number 2.
Is his name Malik? Malik.
His name is Malik. Dog, let me tell you something. I mean, listen. Malik Willis.
Man, if Wentz can get that much, golf is worth a price right now, bro. I'm telling you, golf is worth money.
Really?
I think we could get a second, third rounder at least.
Who's good at Carolina?
Back to
Giants.
Back to Mitch Trubisky is rumored to go to the Giants.
Yeah.
Back to Colts, right?
Colts. I'll tell you about Jimmy.
Jimmy, yeah, they're saying that they're heavy favorites not to get Jimmy. Colts and Washington was my big one. I'm not gonna lie to you. I knew Washington was all in. I know they called us, and we had to decline it because they called us, Mohamed. They said Washington has called every single team. They even called Kansas City for Patrick Mahomes. Yeah.
That's 5 first rounders.
Nah, I don't even know.
No, but listen. If you're asking me, but there's things that happen here, Amar, that make me think like, nah, we're not going Malik, right? Then there's things that happen that make me go think Malik. One of the things that happen that doesn't make me think I'm going Malik is re-sign Reynolds.
Yes, that does make me.
That's Goff's boy.
Yeah.
You know, and I really think we're moving forward with Goff. I have this feeling, right?
I think this year.
Yeah.
And possibly.
So,
I mean, I don't know about next year. We'll see.
So, but Malik is starting to wear on me. Like he's starting to like I can envision him in that Honolulu Blue.
Seattle is now moved up to what, 9 or 10, wherever Denver was
Yeah.
at. Seattle's taking a quarterback, I think. I think it's like, unless they sign like a veteran quarterback, we'll see what happens. Then you got the Colts. You know, you got teams like, I don't think he's fallen past 20. So at the end of the day, the question is, do we want him? You know, that's what it comes down to.
So you don't want Kenny Pickett. You just if it's gonna be a quarterback, it's gonna be Malik.
Yes. I don't see the reason why, unless like we get somebody like in the third, fourth round, like just as a backup, because we need a backup.
Because like everybody talks about the intangibles, right? Malik has the intangibles, dog. That everybody keeps talking about.
I think he's gonna be successful quarterback.
I mean, he had great interviews.
Arm,
speed.
Decision making is not bad either.
Yeah.
I mean, accuracy is the issue, but I think that, like, dude, come on, man. Baker Mayfield is the NFL quarterback right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is some, like, the legs, like Lamar Jackson to me, he can win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He has put Baltimore in positions to win games. Straight up. Has he lost games? Yeah, but everybody does, man. I think people look focused on the negatives so much that they forget what the guy actually brings to the table. You know, Lamar Jackson is a freaking MVP. If we're getting a Lamar Jackson, I'll take that in a heartbeat.
So you're thinking...
If you had to redraft that draft of Lamar, he'll go first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we made the mistake. All the analysts made the mistake. They predicted wrong. Because if you got to look at redrafts, right? You can't look at what actually happened. You got to look at redrafts. If you were to redraft that draft, Lamar Jackson would probably be the number 1 overall pick. I don't know who ended up going number 1 that year. Was that the defensive end Myles Garrett? Was that the same year or no? I don't know.
If it is, then Myles Garrett's still going.
Yeah, Myles Garrett would go number 1, but he would be the first quarterback off the board.
Yeah.
Because that draft class, actually, Josh Allen was in that one too, wasn't he? Was he in that one?
I don't remember. I'm not gonna lie.
I think he was. If he was, then Josh Allen's going 1. By the way, Josh Allen's the truth. Josh Allen is debatable the best quarterback in the NFL with Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's the truth, bro. I think he's only getting better. But going back to that, Lions, Malik Willis, you said
dual threat.
You're down for it to get him at number 2.
Yeah, I mean, dude, the more I read, the more I listen, the more, the more I like him, man. It's like the more I like him, especially at 2. But then again, like if we get him at 2, it kind of throws everything off. Then now I want this draft to be offensive draft. Now we gotta get Malik Willis weapons. That's what happens at number 2 if we draft a quarterback. Now I'm thinking about weapons at 32, at 34, and then focus on D ends and linebackers later in the rounds. But I would go offense then.
Brad Holmes did a great job finding some gems, bro.
Yeah. He did.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, they did rookie rankings. It was receivers. It was Chase, I believe Waddle, Devontae Smith, and then Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Makes sense.
Those first
fair.
3 people were top 10 picks.
Yeah.
He got him in the 4th.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So, at the end of the day, and then you had that corner, what's his name? Great pickup.
Yeah.
We had a defensive lineman, I think the 2nd or 3rd round was solid too for us. Interior lineman, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't know. I believe in Brad Holmes though. I don't think they're gonna miss with the 2nd pick. I think we're in a good situation, man.
Yeah, you know who I'm veering off? Thibodeau.
For real?
Thibodeau. The more and more I read, the more and more I look at it.
I think he's.
I'm like, yo, man, let another team take a chance on him.
Yeah, I'd rather see Kyle Hamilton. Or Aiden Hutchinson.
They got Todd McShay got Kyle Hamilton coming to us at 2.
Yeah.
That's his updated from today.
Safe pick.
Hutchinson at number 1.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because they franchise tag
Cam Robinson.
Cam Robinson. I was about to say Evan Neal. He's a rookie. Yeah, they franchise tag Cam Robinson. So therefore, but I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't see why that makes a difference. To be honest with you, man, you can load up.
Yeah. Well, on the line?
Yeah,
for
man.
sure. No, and plus when they tag him, it's only 1 year, so it's like, what I'm saying? And they said he's a mediocre left tackle, so it's like...
They can move him to right.
100%.
100%
move him to right and get a bona fide MML. Or they name somebody else with a name I can't even pronounce.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
So draft this.
I mean, these guys are
this
completely
draft.
wrong, brother.
It's great to have capital in these kind of drafts.
Yeah.
And that's what Lions have.
Lions have capital, and I think they get even more capital.
Yeah.
Because they can even trade back and get who they want and get more.
I think the Giants have 5 and 7, or 6 and 8. One of those. They have 2 picks in the top 10.
Yeah.
Holla.
For what though? What do they want?
Come number 2. Come get your franchise quarterback.
Bro, they're signing Mitch Trubisky. I heard all things are pointing towards Mitch Trubisky.
You know what? You're right, because Giants are not don't want to win right now anyway.
Yeah.
They're starting to release players and new GM. So he's starting. He's on a new coach. He's starting the whole rebuild.
Yeah.
You're right.
I can see that. Sada, Moti wife, says hi. What's up, Sada? Hope you're doing well.
Hello.
All right. So, with that said, let's now shift over to some of the trades, Moti. We had a couple quarterback trades that happened. Number one, we can start off with the one that people are calling it the biggest blockbuster. I think they just, like, the Stafford trade was not as big. Right now, Mohammed, who better career? Russell Wilson, Matthew Stafford?
Russell. He won more games.
Okay.
And he got a Super Bowl, too, so you can't say Matt got a Super Bowl.
Yeah, and he went to 2.
And he
should have had 2.
He got more Pro Bowls. Yes.
Okay.
Russell.
So, Moti, first of all, who won that deal? Because Seattle did get a boatload back. They got 2 firsts. They got like 2 seconds. They got Noah Fant. They got Shelby Harris. They got, I think, a 3rd. And then Denver got Russell Wilson in a 4th.
Yeah.
So, who won?
I've been wrestling with this for a long time, ever since it happened, about this, because I seen the question. I'm going to go with Seattle, man. Seattle not only got capital, but they have players they could plug in right now and don't need to rush into, a desperate mode. Okay, Seattle positioned themselves. Keep this up. I was thinking about this on the way home from work. Deshaun Watson, right?
Yeah.
They're saying that he has a hearing this Friday that's going to determine if his thing goes to prosecuted as civil, or they're going to prosecute him and they're going to charge him. Meaning that they could drop the charges against him, but then he would have to settle with the women on the civil level, which is no punishment. All right, huge, right? Huge for him. Think about it now. Seattle has the capital to go get Deshaun now.
They do.
And now they have, to me, a more electric, young QB than Russell. You know what I'm saying?
With a little bit more weapons.
With a little bit more, like Noah Fant. Like, I had Noah Fant. Like, he ain't no bum, but he's like in the middle pack, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's an upgrade.
He's up, exactly. They signed Gerald Everett, I think, to a 1 year, right?
He's a free agent.
He's a free agent. Boom. Got their tight end. They got a D tackle.
Yeah, Shelby Harris.
Harris. You got, like I said, 2 first, 2 second, and a 5th. Come on, man.
Yeah, they loaded up.
How much?
The thing is about Denver, I like the trade for them too.
Yeah, you like it. But
I like it. It's just the question is Denver is in a division with Patrick Mahomes and Justin Herbert and Derek Carr. I mean, heck, Raiders beat the Chargers to make the playoffs.
For sure.
So it's like, dude, are they setting him up for automatic failure? Because I think he's gonna be good for them. It's just they did this like they want to win, right? Yeah. Are they gonna win?
Yeah, believe it or not, like I said, I've been thinking about this, but going back to Denver, I see why Denver made this trade, right? I think Denver's a good team now, man.
Yeah, I do too. I just don't know if they are gonna win with Russell Wilson.
Yeah. No, listen. So the receivers, Judy hurt, right? Cortland Sutton hurt. Tim Patrick, he had an okay year, right? They also have Hamler there, which is somebody that I thought was going to be good. But he's young. Great running game, right? Good defense. So just adding that one piece, that quarterback, to me, I don't know. That division might be the best division in the NFL.
I think it is. I mean, I think it is.
Yeah.
They were about to have 3 teams make it last year.
Yeah.
And I think they just got better.
Yeah.
They just got better because Chargers, to me, are only going to be better. Raiders are the question mark.
Wasn't Denver like a 500 team last year?
They were close.
Close, right?
Yeah, they were close. So we'll see, man. We'll see how that goes, man. I think now, my next question was fantasy related, right? Who got hurt and who got a boost? So is it safe to say Seahawks receivers hurt, Denver receivers boost?
big time.
Okay, so if you were to put Seahawks receivers right now, Tyler Lockett, is he wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3, wide receiver 4? What is he?
He is a wide receiver 3 right now.
How about DK?
DK is a 2. If Drew Lock is throwing him the ball. But are you saying am I drafting DK? I'm still drafting DK. If he, I don't think he's gonna fall to the 3rd round.
He's gonna fall to the 3rd round.
If he falls to the 3rd round, to me, that's a good pick for DK. Like DK was shining when my man was throwing to him. What's his name?
Gino, was it Gino?
Geno Smith. Gino was throwing him the ball and he was shining.
Okay.
So don't tell me about the skill set. The skill set is there.
How about the Denver receivers?
Oh, they're upgraded.
I think they're both 2s.
Russell Wilson. Was it you that argued the other day that they're 2s?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now they became 2s.
Yeah.
You know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
they're 2s.
Yeah, but Russell Wilson to me is to be honest with you, man, you know, he's one of those guys that always trying to prove people wrong. So I think he's gonna have a good year next year.
Sutton and Judy, if you had to pick who's the better receiver, who you got?
It's supposed to be Judy, you know, but Sutton's track record tells you that he's gonna be Russell's number 1 guy, you know. But it's supposed to be Judy. Judy coming out of Alabama, dog. Come on.
Yeah.
Like, let's keep it real, right? Like, Judy coming out of Alabama had more upside, and you can argue about this, had more upside than Calvin Ridley, Jalen Waddle, all them dudes, right? To me, he had more upside. Like, when he was in college, he was a monster.
Yeah.
So, us not seeing that translate to the NFL, you know, I think it will now. You know?
Yeah, I think so too. I think Judy is going to slightly edge Sutton because of the fact that I think it's like a Lockett, DK Metcalf. I'm not comparing them to them two, but you know, I think Sutton's getting the touchdowns, but Judy's gonna get the receptions.
Yeah.
So in a PPR league, you know, I think safe is Judy. Boom. I don't want to call him bust because I don't think he'll bust, but I think a boom and you know like a 10-point, 8-point game every now and then is Cortland Sutton, but he can get you that 24 because 6 catches, 100 yards. You know what I'm saying? But I think Judy's a safe 15 every week. Like he's gonna get like 6 catches, 80 yards. Well, you know, touchdown every now and then.
What helps the passing game? The running game.
Yeah, Javonte Williams. If they don't get Melvin Gordon, Javonte Williams will be a top 10 fantasy running back easily. As long as Melvin Gordon does not re-sign, even if he does re-sign, I'm gonna be honest with you, because Javonte finished like 16, 17.
Yeah.
So if Javonte Williams, if Melvin Gordon does not re-sign, mark my words, Javonte Williams will be easily a top 10 fantasy running back. I think in my eyes for sure. The opportunity is there. They have a decent line, and now they got to upgrade at the quarterback position. More chances to score points. Yeah. All right. From Russell Wilson, now Carson Wentz. Oh, by the way, running game got hurt big time for Seattle too. It was already not great.
Yeah.
And then run game for Denver. Upgrade.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz trade. All right. First of all, who won this deal? Washington took on the contract of Carson Wentz, which is pretty much like with roster bonuses. So it's around like 2021, but with roster bonuses makes it like 26, 27 every year for the next 3 years. They traded away 2/3 and a second, and then the Colts got the Washington Redskins, I believe, got a 1/3 in Carson Wentz. Who won that trade?
I think the Colts win this trade.
But just remember that they traded
pretty
much a 1st and a 2nd to get Carson Wentz.
Yeah, well...
But this trade specifically...
Well, they're dumping money, okay?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They saved money on the Wentz.
And they got 3 picks.
But then... And they got 3 picks, right. Again, it's about capital. You know, Colts could sign Jimmy G. You know, build around him with those picks.
Because they got money.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 100%. But, you know, going back to the money situation with Carson Wentz, you know, at the end of the day, I'm about... $25 million a year. That's
decent.
That's decent for, or it's nothing if you want to keep it real. That's nothing to a quarterback these days. You know what I'm saying? And Wentz, is he, 1 out of 32 teams? Is he an NFL quarterback first starter? Yes, he is.
Yeah.
He still is. Redskins actually, to me, have better weapons than the Colts. You know, offensively, I know the Colts have a good running back. But I'm saying as far as wide receivers and tight end. I think the Redskins have better weapons, so we'll see, man.
Munir Ghazali sent me a text message. He said, mark my words, the Washington Commanders are winning the division next year. with Carson Wentz at quarterback.
Is he talking about the division where the Cowboys and Eagles are in?
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, I don't want to mention the Giants. Here we go. He said, the Commanders with Carson Wentz are going to win a division next year. Book it. Remember that statement.
Has he ever won a championship, fantasy football championship, or no?
I don't know. I believe he has, but I do got to give respect where respect is due. Because first of all, I told him, I was like, this is going to be mentioned on the show. That was my first reply back to him. He said Cincinnati's going to make it to the AFC Championship. Like, remember, we were talking like week 14, and he was commenting that. He was like, Cincinnati going to make the playoffs, and they're going to make it to the AFC Championship. And on the Wednesday show, he mentioned it a couple times. In the beginning of the playoffs, he said it. I got Cincinnati AFC Championship. I'm not going to lie. I mean, yeah, obviously he didn't have him going to the Super Bowl, but he did call that out, which is a bold call. So, just throwing that out there. I mean, I know all of us make bold calls and stuff like that, but that was his, and that's another one of his bold calls. But what were you about to say? I know you're about to get at something with him winning fantasy championship.
Yeah, no, because, like, he's probably, when somebody win you a championship, you're forever, like, embedded to him and stuff.
Yeah.
I was wanting to see if he's Carson Wentz. Did Carson Wentz win him a championship when he was with the Eagles or something? Yeah. Because he's making a very bold claim right now.
Yeah.
There's a chance that the Redskins, I don't want to say the worst team there because you got the Giants, but they're not stepping over the Cowboys, saying this year. I actually, I said this last year, but I have big plans for the Cowboys, man.
But what they didn't get Amari Cooper back, man.
I mean, Amari Cooper is...
I know he's not everything, but I think it's a big piece, bro.
Believe it or not, I don't.
I don't like their coach. I don't think he's a winning Super Bowl coach, man.
Yeah.
I think
he got one more chance.
Yeah, and then they're gonna get Sean Payton
for sure.
And then that's when I'm gonna say, you know what, these guys are the real deal. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, the Redskins they'll surprise me, but
no, I think the Redskins will surprise me.
But he's a smart guy, man. You never know.
Yeah. So who won the deal? You said you believe Indianapolis won the deal. So who got hurt in fantasy and who got a boost, Mohammed?
As far as those were,
let's start with Indianapolis. Did they get hurt?
Nothing
really.
It depends on who they're bringing in, right?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We really can't, see who gets hurt because, Wentz had a mediocre year. Let's keep it real. That running game saved that season. It saved the season. That defense in the running game saved that season. So we'll see who they sign. But as far as Washington, I ain't gonna lie, it's a boost for Washington, man. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. Like I still think Wentz is a serviceable quarterback. Like I said, there's weapons in Washington, man. That Wentz probably would benefit, and like fantasy relevance. Oh, I'm picking up those receivers.
Really?
Yeah. The scary terrorists. Even my man, he was hurt all year. What's his name?
Curtis Samuel.
Why we forget about Curtis Samuel?
They said he's the original Debo before Debo.
100%. He's a Swiss Army knife. And
people were drafting him.
He was just hurt
this year.
He was hurt.
Yeah.
Like almost the whole year. So, the Logan Thomas and Redskins got a good defense. Like, yo, man, you know what I'm saying? You never know. I see what Manny's talking about.
Okay.
I can see it now.
Yeah, there we go. Another big news that happened today. Yes, he beat me. Khalid Hussein saying that, so maybe Khalid's agreeing to it.
See, Carson Wentz. I'm telling you, he's embedded. It won't surprise me if he got.
And he see the Eagles twice, by the way. It's hilarious.
And he's going to the Colts. Yeah. It won't surprise me if Mendy buys a Carson Wentz Colts jersey right now, resell 50% off.
Say he had it since the beginning of the year.
Say he had it since the beginning of the year. I told you.
All right. Calvin Ridley.
Yeah. He
got suspended for betting after he got hurt. $1,500, Moti. Before we do that, well, let's do it now since we're already on it. Was the suspension fair to you, Mohammed?
A whole year, to me.
A whole year. You got suspended for a whole year. And that's right now they're saying the minimum. They haven't.
Yeah, see, that's crazy. I mean, like, to me, the whole year is crazy because, first of all, what he did was stupid. Let's get it right. Let's get this out.
I mean, you should know this stuff.
He's dummy. Dummy. I don't care if it's $1. He's a big dummy.
And there's ways of going around it, by the way.
There's so many ways.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, some of the things some of these players do and decide to do to me is just crazy. If I was there, Ahmad, I would have everything structured. And the people that's around me that's helping me structure this knows that I am the gem.
Yeah.
Don't put nothing around the gem.
Yeah.
You know, like if you don't understand that, you can't work for me. You can't be around me.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
And for him to be, he's a big time player. He's a big time player. For him to make that decision, you know, and listen, mental health is important and it's real. I get it, you know. But like you said, it was like a week after he stopped playing, he made the bet, and I'm like, yo, you know, that's crazy. And then the NFL comes down and suspends for a year. I get it. It's like a moral thing. It's like
it is a moral thing. I just want to just also mention that NFL is also contracted with DraftKings and
crazy. Right?
They also have right now accusation that one of the owners was fixing games and, you know, trying to pay the coaches $100,000 to, you know, Stephen Ross from the Miami Dolphins. They kind of have that over their shoulders as well, and so people are mentioning that like they're gonna see how they. They're like, if they're going to suspend him for a year, then there's no way that he's going to be the owner of the Dolphins.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, I think that's for sure going to happen. Listen, I'm not saying what's right or wrong, man. I'm just trying to state the facts, and it's very unfortunate. Like, I don't even know what to say about it being fair. Like, getting suspended for a year is crazy, but they have to put the hammer down because you can't have players betting on NFL games. You can't. Because that's when stuff can happen. And if you don't put the hammer down, people are going to be like, oh, dude, you know. And I see it as sticking. I don't think it's going to change. I think he's going to be done for a year, but I do think he's going to be able to come back, though. But you got to put the hammer down. It's just very unfortunate that he was the victim, and it doesn't really matter how much money you put in it or not. It's just one of those things that, and I don't want to call him the victim. I guess he was just the person that got prosecuted. But at the end of the day, it's just an unfortunate situation. Like, is it fair? 1 year is crazy, but I understand why it's being done. You know what I'm saying? Is that what you agree with?
No, 100%. Like, suspension is warranted here. You know, I always look at the reaction too from the player. You know, come on, you're a big time star. I got a PR team. You know, even if it's not a PR team like these professionals, I'm having somebody on my team that speaks better than me. You know, put out a message.
Yeah.
Apologizing, I made a mistake. He said, and I don't know
the
the
only
exact
1,500.
words. I only did 1,500. He was like, I don't have a gambling problem. It's good. I take a year off to get healthy. LOL. Come on. Like, is that somebody remorseful? Is that somebody that want to get back in the league when it's time to be reinstated? You know, say you go to that board meeting or whatever, that meeting with the NFL. And you tell them I'm ready to get back, and they're like, "Hold on, you sure?" Because you put LOL.
Yeah.
This seems like a joke for you. All right, take another 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you never know what would happen. But as far as the year,
Atlanta's just in a bad situation. Nobody's talking about Atlanta.
Big time.
Atlanta gotta be so upset.
And we weren't thinking about going after him.
Yeah.
So that was crazy.
Yeah, Atlanta's just in a bad situation right now. You know, the pick looks like a waste. It looked like by the time he come back, they're probably going to want nothing to do with him. So that's just a bad project. You know what I'm saying? And so before we go on to the next one, we got to give a shout out to the second sponsor of today, which is BC Adhesives. Shout out to BC Adhesives. They are a gold sponsor of ours. They are located in Franklin, Wisconsin. You can go to BC Adhesives for all your industrial adhesives needs. They do food packaging, book binding, product assembly, and many other industrial services. So if you are in need of adhesives for your business or having trouble with your current adhesive application, you can contact them by phone 1-888-679-9825 or by website www.bcadhesives.com. Thank you for those that are watching. Thank you for those that are tuning in. Feel free to chime in on our conversations. We're just jumping back and forth on different topics right now. Right now it's strictly NFL. We talked about Calvin Ridley. We talked about the Wilson trade. We talked about the Wentz trade. Now let's talk about Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Okay? He re-signs with the Packers. Are you surprised by that, Moti?
I'm not surprised, man. Listen, man, in every family, you have your disputes and you come back together, and hopefully, it doesn't happen again. But Aaron Rodgers, we always mention he's a show, bro. He's just a show. I do like it. They also tagged Devontae Adams. So, and, even though Rodgers didn't confirm, but they're saying 4 years, $200 million. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But I would pay him that.
He's deserving.
Like, big time deserving. And like I said, I talked about it.
He's literally the MVP the past 2 years.
And then, dude, he's the king of the North.
Yeah.
Like, that's bad news for Minnesota, Chicago, and Detroit.
Very bad news for us.
You know, like this guy's been dominating the North, and he's been winning. And you know, Green Bay's a public, owned team, so it's like everybody's happy, man. And you have it's like at work. You pay the guy that's bringing you money.
Yep.
Aaron Rodgers brings you the most money. You know what I'm saying? You pay the guy. You want him there. And I had a feeling he wants to retire at Green Bay. He wants that legacy there and all that. But yeah, man, I like the move, of course.
Yeah, I do too. It's just unfortunate for us Detroit fans. We're gonna have to deal with him.
Oh yeah.
Because it's not fun.
Yeah.
He always kills us. I wonder what his actual record is against us when he actually plays. Because a couple times we've beaten him when it's like week 17 and he doesn't play. So like, it just sucks because if he actually signs a 4-year deal, are we like not gonna win in 4 years?
Yeah.
Like, is that what's about to happen? So that's why I kind of was hoping that he did leave because the North would be open for grabs. It would literally be up for grabs if he did leave. I think this has a lot to do with also my man's Jordan Love. Like, just a bad pick. They gave him a chance. They seen it. They were like, okay, you know what? We got to keep A-Rod.
Yeah.
They definitely were planning not to maybe keep A-Rod at this point, but they realized, like, yo, we got to keep A-Rod. And so that means Jordan Love, good luck. He's probably going to get traded. There's no need for them to keep him in there anymore, to be honest with you. Maybe you can get something out of him as well. But Aaron Rodgers going to Green Bay, I know Green Bay fans are excited. I know Matt Cassidy, like, dude, somehow he was very confident that this was going to happen, and I didn't think that it would. But it happened. I don't know what it is Aaron Rodgers is doing anymore, but he came back.
Yo, how many years Aaron Rodgers been there? Since 06 probably?
Yeah, I think so. 07, probably. 06, 07.
06, 07?
Yeah. I mean, Ben Roethlisberger retired. Right? Same year, right? Or no? Oh, no, it's not same year. No. It's not same year. But yeah, Aaron Rodgers has been there for a minute. He didn't play the first couple of years. And then his first year that he did play, he took him to the Super Bowl. Is that correct?
First, second year, yeah, something like that.
All right. Well, yeah, that's the Aaron Rodgers news. Not surprised at all. Congratulations to Green Bay. They pretty much get are they the favorites?
In NFC?
I was thinking the Bucs are not there. I mean, the Rams are still there, but the Rams got a couple pieces that they got to still get back if they want to.
Believe it or not, I don't like the Rams. As the favorites.
I think Green Bay is the favorites, man.
Green Bay, yeah, you can make an argument for Green Bay big time. You know what I mean? Arizona, maybe? No.
Arizona, yeah. I don't know either.
Yeah.
I don't know. On the top of my head right now.
Yeah, you can say Green Bay. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. With that said, this is the part of the segment now where when do we go into Wisconsin to see the Green Bay Packers, my wife said. Matt Cassidy's actually told me he's going to be married in October, so maybe we can figure it out. Hopefully he can pick a weekend that Green Bay plays too. All right? Khalid Hussein said Rams as well.
I didn't know your wife speaks French.
Oh, she said we.
She said we.
Yeah. Hey, man, did you take French class in high school? Alright, I think she did. Hamtramck High School, French. She said we.
Miss Coral.
Miss Coral. Alright, so this segment right now, we are going to now move it to the top 10 skill position players who are headed to free agency. Predict where they will go. So we're going to predict where they will go. Remember, this is skill position. It's not, like, I try to think fantasy relevancy. There's a lot of, I think there's more bigger name defensive players that are free agents than there are offensive players in this free agent pack. By the way, I just want to throw this out there. He's not on this list because he's not a fantasy player, but Bobby Wagner, would you give him money to come to Detroit?
Yeah, man. I mean, Wagner's a stud, man.
And he's what Dan
stud.
Campbell needs.
Yeah, big time. He's a big time stud. Could check tight ends. He could run. He's always a top tackler, over 100 tackles a year. So, for sure. I mean, I don't know what kind of money you're talking about, but I would give him, mid-level. Top 10 linebacker money, for sure.
Yeah, I would too. The question is, do we got that? But we do. It's just where we're going to go with it.
Yeah.
Josh Reynolds, $6 million. They were saying it's like the 38th highest paid wide receiver.
But it's incentive-based.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know that part.
It's all incentive-based.
And can we let him go after this year?
Yeah, after this year, exactly.
Okay.
So it's not guaranteed for next year.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's important to know, too. I mean, he's a solid 3.
Yeah.
You know, but on our team, he'll probably be the fourth receiver because Hawkinson might be the 3. Like, I think we're going to get somebody. And starting off with Allen Robinson, I think Detroit's going to make the call at least, and he's going to meet with us. The question is, are we going to sign him? I think Allen Robinson, we are a top 3 chance of getting him from Detroit. You know what I'm saying? We liked him coming out of the draft. This was, what, 6, 7 years ago? 8 years ago? The only unfortunate thing is that if we stick with golf, he's still going to have another mediocre quarterback under his belt. Like, he's never had, like, a top 10 quarterback, you know, on his team. But Allen Robinson, where do you see maybe him going?
Yeah, man, no lie, man. I like him in Detroit.
I do too, man.
Like, I can see it happening. You know, he's from Southfield. He went to Orchard Lake St. Mary's. You know, he always kills us. I don't know if you noticed it, but he's always killing us, and especially when he comes home, he scored a couple of touchdowns.
And hits the Detroit dances, too?
Yeah, hits the Detroit dances. So, it's like, it would be nice, but, you know, he kind of reminds me of, you know, Galladay, man. You know, he's not a, you know...
He's a good route runner.
He's
a good contested catch.
Yes, he's a 50-50 ball guy, right? You know, that's kind of Galladay. But then you got, I want to say Brown do all that. I get it. But yeah, I like Robinson, man.
I do too, man.
I really do.
I really do. Where else can you see him going, though, if he does go? I can see the Chiefs, you know, somehow.
Chiefs are deep, man.
They don't got nobody outside of Kelsey and Hill, though, Moti. Like, Hardman is a bust.
You know they signed
not what they wanted.
Gordon.
I know they did. They re-signed Gordon, but that was probably cheap.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm just throwing it out there. Like, I know they're going to try to get after another weapon. Allen Robinson, where else?
I don't see him going back to Chicago for sure.
That's not going to happen.
This is 100%.
Yeah.
Like, I really do feel that way. So
I don't know.
Why not come home, man? Why not come home?
Oh, Philly, maybe? How about Philly?
Mm.
They need another one. Odell Beckham Jr., Mohammed. Re-signing? I can see him going to Green Bay. You know how he turned him down the first time around? They hit him back up again. And then he says, you know what? Let's roll with it. You know, pack all about the hype train. You know.
I mean, but that's... I mean, listen, a guy like Odell, man, like I said, if I'm in his position and LA offers me a little less money, I'm staying with LA. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's becoming home. I think he already had a home there. It's LA. Just won a Super Bowl. Let me finish out my career with these guys, man. You know what I'm saying?
You see him re-signing with LA?
Re-signing with LA.
Okay. Michael Gallup.
Michael Gallup staying in Dallas.
Yeah, I think so too.
You know, I think
that's why they're letting go of Cooper.
Exactly. The Cooper move was for Gallup to re-sign and stay in Dallas.
And I think it's a good idea, to be honest with you. I think he's solid.
Solid.
Where would you take him in fantasy if it's Lamb and Gallup?
Listen, Gallup is definitely a player I discovered. I don't know if you remember. But he's definitely a guy that I kept around on my roster. You know what I'm saying? To me, he could become a good player. What was the question? I'm sorry.
Where do you see him going in fantasy?
Oh, Gallup, shit. I mean, you still got dude in Cowboys, so Gallup would be number 2.
That's what I'm saying, though. But number 2 in the Cowboys offense.
Yeah, you're right. Starting for sure.
Yeah.
You know, 5th, 6th round. I'll take him.
Okay. Antonio Brown. Is he playing anymore or what? I think teams are going to try to go after him, bro.
Listen, Antonio Brown, I want to throw this out there. He ain't coming to Detroit.
Oh, no.
All right. No. I'm not saying it because we're a bad team.
No, Dan Campbell don't want that.
Facts.
Dan Campbell don't got time for that.
He ain't got time for that.
Yeah.
He's trying to build a team.
Yeah.
He ain't want no distractions.
Antonio Brown, to me, him coming up with that story, I don't know if it's true, what's true or not, it saved him. It saved him.
Oh.
Like, him coming up with the fact that, like, you know, he wanted the ball, they ain't giving the ball.
Oh, yeah.
I know he threw a tantrum, but, man, people are going to look past that, bro. I'm telling you, the NFL's going to look past that. Like, teams, like, I really do believe teams need to reach out to him, and they're going to maybe have a conversation with him, see where his head is at.
Absolutely.
And I would not be surprised he gets signed. Because, dude, the talent was there, man.
I thought you meant, like, they look past him, like, not pick him up. I think you're 100% right. I think teams, this is a business of winning, though. Let's keep it real. It's a business of second chances, too.
I won't be surprised if Pittsburgh re-signs him.
Ooh. What quarterback, though?
You know, I think they're going to draft somebody or get somebody, you know, but I won't be surprised if they re-sign him.
I mean, the team that, you know, he's been rumored to go is Baltimore, and I think that...
Oh, Baltimore's a good one, too, yeah.
Baltimore, to me...
It's a great one.
A great one, dog.
It's his cousin.
On
the other side, Lamar's already been... vouching for it.
You know
exactly.
what I'm saying? All of that.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure. Khalid Hussein said he's staying. Who's that? Gallup, probably. He's probably talking about Gallup.
Yeah.
Cordero Patterson. Someone said Chiefs, and that would be scary.
Cordell Patterson.
Because that's what they need. They need another weapon.
Shit, Cordell Patterson want bread.
Is he deserving of it?
No. Like, what do you mean? Like, top 5 running back?
So is he going to get paid as a running back or receiver?
No, I'm saying, like, what kind of money are you talking about? Is that going to put him in the top 5?
That's what I'm saying. Is he going to get paid as a running back or is he going to get paid as a receiver? That's what I'm wondering. Like, how would you pay him?
$10 million a year.
Okay. I think he would accept that.
Yeah. $10 million if he wants 4 years.
How old is he, bro?
17,
Like, he's been around for a while.
Cordell Patterson started off as a kick return only.
Yeah, and it's for like 6 years at least, right?
And then he just, you know.
I mean, I think it's the Falcons, bro. I think the Falcons might re-sign him, by the way, because they lost Ridley, and they know. And plus, Arthur Smith, like, I mean, it's really him, you know? He's always been available. It's just they've decided to use him differently.
But do you know where he started to get used differently a little bit? It was Minnesota.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Minnesota was using him like that.
Where did he get drafted? Chicago or Minnesota?
That's a good question, man. I think it's Chicago.
Yeah.
That's a good question. I don't remember, but I see him in Chicago, right?
Yeah.
He played for Chicago.
I know he played in Chicago. I don't know where he got drafted.
Yeah. That's a good question.
Alright, so we're going to go there. Ahmed Hussein, salam, how you all been? Shout out to Ahmed. We appreciate you tuning in. We're all doing well. Rob Gronkowski, is he retiring?
I think Rob should retire, but the one team that, if he does come back, where he should go, in my opinion, is the Buffalo Bills.
That's where they got him rumored. So a lot of people, I don't know why my feed has been showing a lot of Buffalo on my whatever. It's not like I
isn't that home for him?
Like it a lot.
Is he from there?
I don't know, but they've been talking about it. They're talking about how Tre'Davious White and him, you know, how they had that issue. I remember when Gronk did like a late hit on him, and Buffalo fans were heated about it. And that's all they've been talking about is like what Tre'Davious White accept him. They're like Gronkowski before getting signed should go up to him and apologize, like, you know, 1-on-1, blah blah blah. But long story short, it's been a talk that he goes to Buffalo. I think that's a good fit. I know they got Dawson Knox, which is solid. But you know, you can't. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to have that other weapon.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be expensive. It's gonna be like a 1-year deal. I think Buffalo are like a couple pieces away, right? Like they easily could have been in the Super Bowl and possibly won the Super Bowl. You know, like I think they would have beat Cincinnati. Obviously, I thought Kansas City was gonna beat Cincinnati, so who knows? And then Buffalo against the Rams, like I think Buffalo
beats them.
Yeah, possibly. Like I guess it's, you know, tougher team to beat for the Rams for sure.
Yeah.
Like the Rams kind of played up to their competition.
Yeah.
You know, with Cincinnati.
Yo.
But yeah. But Gronk, you say Buffalo too?
I like Buffalo.
I don't see him going anywhere, to be honest.
Yeah.
Other than that.
I like Buffalo a lot, unless he's trying to. I mean, but New England signed 2 tight ends, so he's not going there. I was trying to say like a reunion and like last season type stuff in New England, but yeah, Buffalo's the perfect fit for him, man. I get to see it.
You know why we have Kel Trey watching the show so that he can give us the facts. He said he got drafted by Minnesota, but last year he played for Chicago before going to Falcons. Choop. All right. Jameis. Famous Jameis.
Seamus Dunston.
I think, man, he's a serviceable quarterback, bro.
He is a serviceable quarterback. That's why I think the Saints gonna ride him and they have this off year with him. You know, I talked about this last time. You know,
Jameis Dunston.
Jameis Dunston. He's going to the Saints, dog. I think that's where he fits best. He knows the offense. He knows the people there.
How about Pittsburgh?
He knows the personnel. Yeah, Pittsburgh is a good option too. But I think Pittsburgh's going after QB in the draft. I think they're. If Malik Willis goes to Pittsburgh, that's the dream fit for them.
Yeah. He's not. I don't think he's going to last.
Yeah. Well, Pittsburgh is what? I think
18 or something.
Are they?
Yeah.
Like
20
9 or 12.
No, they're down there. They made the playoffs, man.
Did they?
Yeah, they're 20. They made it. Remember?
Oh, he ain't lasted.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They better move up.
They have to.
Yeah.
If they want them, or they can get their hometown boy, Kenny Pickett.
You ain't lying, Pittsburgh.
All right. Before we move on to the last couple ones we have, 3 receivers, by the way. Let's give a shout out to our final sponsor, which is the Balkan House Restaurant Address 3028 Kniff Street, Hamtramck, Michigan. They also have a Ferndale location, 314 West 9 Mile Road, Ferndale, Michigan. They sponsor all of our shows, gold sponsors. All 3 sponsors today are gold, by the way. They're famous for their doner kebab sandwich. They even serve breakfast. All their food is halal. Service is A1. Always giving back to the community. Shout out to Juma. Shout out to Hassan. We appreciate them. The Balkan House Restaurant. Big Hams in the building over there working as well. So, Mohammed, we're down to our last 3 players, and they're all receivers. Speaking of Pittsburgh, Juju Smith-Schuster. I got 2 teams. I got the Chiefs, and I got the Eagles. I know the Eagles need another weapon on the outside, even though they got 3 picks. They can get whoever they want. They got like 3 picks, like 14, 16, 18 or something like that. All next to each other. Or, Chiefs. I think they need another pass catcher.
Yeah.
He also was considering them last year before he
re-signed
with Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I like that. I really do. Those 2 teams, just thinking about it, those 2 teams, I mean, also, you have to throw in Denver now, looking for weapons for Russell, right? Like, these free agent receivers, don't be surprised if Denver makes a little push for one, just to get Russell some help.
Yeah. You don't think they have enough weapons over there? You mentioned Hamler. I mean, Hamler was having an okay year before he got hurt.
I mean...
Their quarterback play was just, like, I don't think, like, we can judge any of their receivers from last year. Because their quarterback play was so inconsistent.
Do you think Russell...
And play calling. They were a weird team last year.
Hey, Russell does spread the ball, too.
Yeah.
So it's like, he don't care. He don't like that number 1 diva.
Yeah.
Telling him to throw him the ball, because that messes up his... I think that's what happened last year, too, man. He had a bad year, like... Off year, not a bad year. I think he still had 25 touchdowns. But he had that diva in his ear. It kind of throws you off when you got to pay attention to somebody. So,
Are we talking about Sierra or DK Metcalf, by the way?
Talking about DK Metcalf.
Alright, here we go. Juju Smith. Alright, Christian Kirk. I do not want him coming to Detroit, by the way, Mohammed. I don't.
The only reason why...
He's another 2, 3. We need a 1. I think Robinson's a 1. Not a 1A, but he's a 1B.
I agree with that. I just think Christian Kirk is a deep ball threat that, again, we don't have that on our team. Who's our deep ball? Who's our deep ball threat? Who's our guy that go get in? Christian Kirk, it's a proven one, too, as we've seen in Arizona. He got good hands. He's a good route runner. So that's why I'm saying that. But obviously, we can't get Kirk and Robinson.
No, we're not going to do
that. Yeah, we should get one. Let's say we get Robinson and draft a potential. You know what I'm saying? I'm fine with that. But Kirk go one of those teams you mentioned, man. I can see him in Kansas City. I can see him with the Eagles. I can see him in San Francisco.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, those are teams that Kirk might be considering.
Mm-hmm. I know Colts got money. I know.
What about Washington? What about Washington? Right?
Even Colts. Colts need a receiver.
Colts too. Yeah.
They got money.
And they got money. So look for them to put Jimmy G, if they sign him, in a good position to to be successful.
The one that I think that people are not talking about enough, and I think is more mid-level, and I think is a safe one, and I like him, is DJ Shark. The Lions. Shark.
I did see him on the free agent list. Yes.
I like him, Mohammed.
I know he's coming
up. I know he's coming for
50-50 ball guy. Let's keep it real with him.
Yeah.
All right. I had him on my team. He was good. Trevor Lawrence overthrew him when he's going towards the middle, so he's scared to get hit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, one-on-one guy. In my opinion.
Would you take him on the Lions?
Yeah, I mean it would have to be an incentive base, but the Lions said they're going out to get a big receiver. I don't think he's considered a big receiver. But I wouldn't mind him. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't mind him.
I think we're gonna get Allen Robinson, bro.
I think so too.
But I think
I really think we're getting Allen Robinson.
Like a 2-year, $20 million.
I'm fine with that.
I think he's gonna ask more, maybe $24 million.
2 years?
12
a year? Listen, man, our front office ain't stupid.
They're not.
You know what I'm saying? They're making these moves that benefits both sides. We ain't gonna F you, you ain't gonna F us. Nah. Josh Reynolds, man, he's a serviceable wide receiver.
No, he is, man.
He just didn't click in Tennessee, but he was good with the Rams. Remember that?
Yeah.
Like he was Goff's boy.
Yeah.
He came in Detroit, he started to develop that chemistry again. So, you gotta have guys like that, like Alan Lazard type of player.
That's what he is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. Well, hope you guys, St. Brown, he's mentioning Khaled. Yes. Multi, man. That's what we have.
All day.
That's what we have, I mean, we're pretty much an hour in, 7:59. another show in the books, episode 26 of Fantasy Guyz Wednesday Edition. You can watch it later on Oz Media's YouTube page, and you can listen to it on Oz Media, Apple, and Spotify podcast. Next week, we plan on filling out brackets. That's probably the whole show. I mean, at least the majority of the show. Because, there's a lot of games. So I'm going to have 3 brackets. We're going to take it one by one game at a time. Who we got winning? I'm not sitting here saying we're college basketball experts, but we're going to try our best and fill it out and share it with you all and see who's the winners. So we'll have some fun with that. And in a couple of weeks, we'll also be streaming that Adult League Championship coming up at the end of the month of March. So, we have some stuff planned. My wife said, Troop, subscribe. Thank you. Yes, subscribe. Anybody that's watching, make sure you subscribe. And we'll see you all. Moti, any final word before I say that?
Yeah, it was a great show. And we'll see you guys next week, man.
We'll see you all next week. And we hope you all have a great one.